Leah Asbury has dreamed her whole life of making it big in New York City. Tonight, this college student from Pryor, Oklahoma, finds herself sitting in the hottest seat in town, hoping to win enough money to move to the Big Apple for good. Can she do it? Find out as the return of Millionaire to primetime continues. Wow, what a hand you got, Leah Asbury.
Oh, I'm sure it's from me, really.
Leah's a 21-year-old college student who last night said she would love to come back to New York someday.
I would.
And make it your home.
It's been a dream of mine. I'd love to be able to move here. That's a goal. If I win enough money, maybe I won't go home.
Now, last night you came in a pair of suspenders that were cute.
Yes, I was in a pair of suspenders. Somebody told me that I look like Harry Potter. So.
Who could that be?
I was trying for a little bit of a different look this evening.
Well, it's very cute.
Thank you.
And your voice is very cute, too.
Thank you.
You've got a high voice.
Yes, I do.
And you had that in high school as well?
I think it was probably even a little bit higher then. I think, hopefully, maybe as I age, it'll get a little bit lower. But my nickname was Helium Breath. So.
Helium Breath?
Yes. Yes.
Sounds like you could take off any minute.
Well, yes.
Well, all right. You're doing quite well.
Thank you.
You're just 9 questions away from winning $1 million. And you still have 3 of your lifelines. You can phone a friend, you can play double dip, or you can ask your expert. And tonight's expert is the best-selling author of 15 novels, including My Sister's Keeper, from her home in New Hampshire, Jodi Picoult. Jodi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
All right, Jodi, you're going to be there whenever we need you, right?
I'm here.
All right, good. Thank you very much for joining us. And now if you at home want to play along with Leah, just go to abc.com right now and join in, okay? Leah, are you ready?
I'm
Audience,
so
are you ready? Let's play Millionaire. Here we go. Going for $4,000, 30 seconds on the clock. Here it comes. In the animated movie WALL-E, Wally is a robot who works as a what? A garbage collector, file clerk, security guard, or bank teller?
You know what? I bet people all across America right now are probably hating me as I say this, but I did not see the movie. I have absolutely no idea. So I think I would like to ask the expert.
Oh, would you like to ask here? Okay, Jodi,
Yes.
We're back. And we're going
I'm
to
here.
feed you the question, along with the 4 possible answers. You
Okay.
take a look at it, tell us what you think.
I know this one. I
Oh,
saw this
good.
movie.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And the answer is definitely A.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jodi. She said the answer was A. Now you've got 13 seconds left to think this one over, Leah, and come to a decision.
Okay, I trust her completely, and if not, I know who to blame. So I'm going to say A, final answer.
Garbage collector?
Yes.
She got it right. Okay. 4,000. 8,000 coming up. Here it is. Which of these famous geographical features is an archipelago? Panama Canal, Mount Everest, Sahara Desert, Hawaiian Islands.
That would be D, Hawaiian Islands, final answer.
Yes, Hawaiian Islands for $8,000. Leah, you're on a roll here. 7 questions
thank
away
you.
from $1 million, and you still have 2 lifelines.
Yes.
Take a look at this one for $16,000. In a 2009 school newspaper interview, what Bush cabinet member said, "I always assumed I would come back to Stanford"?
Okay.
Tom Ridge, Colin Powell, Condoleezza Rice, John Ashcroft.
My first instinct is Condoleezza Rice. I'm not too familiar with Tom Ridge or John Ash. I'm not too familiar with their background. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm feeling kind of lucky, so I'm gonna say C, final answer, and just hope for the best.
Condoleezza Rice, she says. And she's right! $16,000. Here's a very important level now, $25,000, okay?
No pressure.
Here we go. A work titled Red Vineyard at Arles is believed to be the only painting sold by what artist during his lifetime? Henri Matisse, Marc Chagall, Claude Monet, Vincent van Gogh.
My first instinct is Van Gogh, but I'm not too familiar, so I think I'd like to phone a friend from my mom.
All right, well, let's see who you got standing by, and it's your mother, Brenda.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yes, that's it. Everybody else had to work, and not to put her down, she's brilliant.
Okay.
If I had to have one, she's the best one to have.
All right, fine, AT&T, you heard her. Let's get Brenda on the line.
Now she just has to pick up.
Hello.
Hello, Brenda. Regis Philbin here from Millionaire.
Hi, Regis.
You know, your daughter, who happens to be in the hot seat right now,
I am so proud.
and she must be very proud of you.
Well, thank you.
And incidentally, she told us that if she wins some money, well, she's going to spend a lot of it on you.
Yes. She told me she wasn't coming home. She was staying in New York.
That's true, that's true.
We're going for $25,000 here, Brenda, okay? 30 seconds, and your time starts now.
Thank you. Mama, who painted the Red Vineyard at Arles? That's A-R-L-E-S. Is it Henri Matisse, Marc Chagall, Claude Monet, or Vincent van Gogh? I'm leaning towards Van Gogh.
Spell Yarls again.
Yes, it is A-R-L-E-S, the Red Vineyard at Arles. 10 seconds.
Let's see. You're leaning toward who? Van Gogh. It's Van Gogh, 100%.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good luck, baby.
Can't wait to see you. Thank you so much. I love you.
Bye.
Bye, Brenda. Okay. I guess you both thought of Vincent van Gogh.
Yes.
You've got 13 seconds to make your final answer.
Oh, she's the apple of my eye. I'm so glad I got to talk to her. I'm going to say D, Vincent van Gogh. Final answer.
You got it with your mom. Right here, going for 50 when we come back. Leah Asbury, 21 years old, a college student, just called her mom, and gee, your mom sounded like your kid's sister.
She looks like it, too.
Been very close, haven't you?
Oh, very close. She's my best friend, the love of my life.
And she's given up a lot.
Oh, she is the most selfless person I know. She does everything for other people and never for herself. And so it is such a good feeling to know that I have $25,000, that I can do something really nice for her.
Well, that's a good feeling, too. You reached that level and you chose to keep.
Thank you.
I don't even know if I should bring this up, but is it true you had a dream of me?
I did. I had a dream about you the other day after I got the call, and I dreamt that right before the show we switched outfits. And I was in your suit, I had a beautiful shiny tie, you were in my dress, and I'm not ashamed to admit that you looked much better in it than I did.
Well, you know, I've never talked about it, but was it a Friday night?
Yes, it was.
All right, let's get serious now, miss.
Okay.
You're 5 away from the million.
Yes.
$50,000 coming up right now.
Okay.
And here we go. Let's play Million. 45 seconds on the clock. Accepting the Golden Globe in 2009 for Best Actress. Who said, "I'm so sorry, Anne"? Meryl, Kristen, And oh God, who's the other one? Was it Penelope Cruz, Kate Blanchett, Kate Winslet, Marissa Tomei?
C, Kate Winslet, final answer.
Wow, you didn't wait for a second there. You got it right. 21 years old and going for 100,000.
Deep breaths, deep breaths.
Here it comes. Brought back to life in 2009 after being killed in 2007, Steve Rogers is the alter ego of what superhero? The Green Lantern, Captain America, the Silver Surfer, Aquaman.
Well, honestly, I don't think that there could be a worse question for me. I'm not big on the superhero stuff unless it's like Spider-Man or Batman, the most common thing. So, I really don't think the double dip will help me because I really wouldn't be able to narrow it down. So, I think that I'm going to walk away with $50,000. That's my final answer.
Final answer? Yeah. 50,000.
50,000.
Not bad, huh? Oh, sure. Here it is. Leah, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Nice having you here. Good luck. Well, the answer was Captain America, but I don't think Leah cares too much about that. 50,000 should take her a long way, perhaps all the way back to New York City. All right, here it comes. We're going to meet the 10 brand new contestants who have flown in from all over the country looking for $1 million payday. And they are Stephanie Weaver, Houston, Texas. Erwin Escobar, Levittown, New York. Patrick Marino, Holland, Michigan. Jennifer Kiesel, Aurora, Colorado. Joy Sidlowski, Canton, Connecticut. Greg Linwood, Des Plaines, Illinois. Alan Garcia, Brandon, Florida. Leanne Whitlock, Little Rock, Arkansas. Rosemary McGinnis, Burke, Virginia. And Matt Schultz, Princeton Junction, New Jersey. Okay, a good group tonight. Okay, everybody, here it comes now. Tonight's first fastest finger question. And here it is. Put the following men in the order in which they were named Sexiest Man Alive by People magazine, starting with the earliest. Denzel Washington, Patrick Swayze, Sean Connery, Matthew McConaughey. All right, let's see that answer in the correct order, starting with the earliest. And it was Sean Connery, Patrick Swayze, Denzel Washington, Matthew McConaughey. Now let's see who got it right. And in the fastest time, and the winner is Leanne Whitlock. Congratulations, Leanne. Good for you. Here we go. Leanne Whitlock from Little Rock, Arkansas.
That's right.
You're a stay-at-home mom. Did you ever work before? Or?
Yeah, but I forget what it was like. It's been almost a year and a half without
a year and a half ago, huh? And how old is your little one?
He's 15 months old.
15 months old, yeah.
He's super cute.
Is this your first time away from him?
Oh, he's here.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah.
Where is he? Is he here?
He's out in our hotel with a sitter.
All right, fine. Well, look, you know what the deal is here. You're 15 questions away from becoming a millionaire, right? You know about the rules, the new clock we have, and the lifelines. Remember, once you get to the $1,000 level, you'll get to use our expert, Jody Picoult. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's do it, Leanne. Let's play Millionaire. 15 seconds on the clock, and here it is for $100. Minnesota's famous Mall of America is home to over 500 what? Stores, beaches, airports, momzillas.
Good question for me. A, final answer.
Yes, stores is the answer. Leanne, here it is for $200. In 2003, what U.S. state made the Boston cream donut its official state donut? Would it be Vermont, Ohio, Massachusetts, or Florida?
C, Massachusetts, final answer.
Yes, of course, Massachusetts. $300. What punctuation mark is sometimes referred to as a screamer? A period, an exclamation point, semicolon, question mark.
That's an exclamation point. B, final answer.
Just got $300. $500, Leanne. What cartoon character was the focus of a 1991 protest organized by the National Stuttering Project? Wile E. Coyote, Bugs Bunny, Pepe Le Pew, Porky Pig.
That's D, Porky Pig, final answer.
Yes, for $500. Okay, Leanne. Going for the very important $1,000 level. What contestants on the 2009 reality series I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here first gained celebrity on American Idol? Was it Holly Montag, John Sally, Sanjaya Malakar, Tori Wilson?
C, Sanjaya Malakar, final answer.
Yes, you got it for $1,000. Still to come, Emmy Award-winning actress and best-selling author Patricia Heaton plays one question for her favorite charity. Join us as Primetime Millionaire continues.
C, Blackbird.
You know, it's kind of tense, isn't it, for a $100
It really
question?
is.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like anybody's watching.
So your final answer is?
Final answer is C, Blackbird.
He says Blackbird. My gosh, it was a plum. Brian, I'm sorry. With us tonight is one of our first contestants to miss on the $100 first question. He still contends it was way too tough for $100. Please say hello to Brian Fodera. Brian, nice to have you here. But anyway, Brian went on to go on Rosie's show in those days, and you became quite a hit, and you got quite a little payoff, too.
That's right. Rosie had me on her show. She gave me a chance to redeem myself, and
What did you win on her show?
we won new cars. And then she actually brought me back a second time to play a dating game, and I won a trip to the Caribbean.
Boy, we can't stop you, can we? Very interesting. Thank you very much, Brian.
Thank you.
All right, here's where we stand now. You're doing very well. You really are. You're just 10 questions away from winning $1 million. Are you ready to play?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Let's play Millionaire. She's going for $2,000, and here it comes. A person who is heavier in the hips and thighs than in the torso and shoulders is often said to be what? Pear-shaped, banana-shaped, cantaloupe-shaped, strawberry-shaped.
A, pear-shaped, final answer.
Yes, pear-shaped is the right answer. All of her lifelines intact. She's 9 away, and you've got 30 seconds on the clock, and here it is for $4,000. Which of these writers was named after the man who penned the Star-Spangled Banner? C.S. Lewis, E.B. White, F. Scott Fitzgerald, T.S. Eliot.
I have to think about this. The answer is C, F. Scott Fitzgerald. Final answer.
F. Scott Fitzgerald, the right answer. All right, fine. You're going for $8,000 now. You're 8 away from that million. You're doing quite well. 30 seconds on the clock. In a phrase credited to Thomas Carlyle, the field of economics is known by what gloomy nickname? The grim philosophy, the joyless religion, the bleak art, the dismal science.
Especially these days, it's D, the dismal science, final answer.
Yes, the dismal science. Especially these days. Hey, you haven't used any lifelines. You're doing very well.
So far, so good.
16,000. Take a look. In the Sesame Street adaptation of The Gift of the Magi, Ernie trades his cherished rubber ducky to buy Bert a box for his what? Paperclip collection, favorite pair of slippers, toy soldiers, pet mosquito.
I'm going to have to ask the audience.
Okay, we could ask the audience.
Yeah.
Sure, we need a little help, audience. On your keypads, if you're ready, audience, vote now. Let's see how the audience feels about Sesame Street. Well, 45% say it was a paper clip collection. 29% say his favorite pair of slippers. So it's not unanimous. Put the clock back on again. You've got 20 seconds, 19 now. Make a decision here or go for another lifeline.
It's such a weird answer. I'm going to trust the audience. They're so clever. I'll go A, final answer.
Paperclip collection. Bert loves them, and you're right. When we come back, he goes for $25,000. Welcome back to this 10th anniversary celebration of Millionaire. Now, if you're at home and you think that you can handle the pressure of the hot seat like Leanne and deserve your shot at winning $1 million on the weekday version of our show, go to abc.com for more information and join in, okay? All right, now, what about that question on Sesame Street? You with the new mom with the little baby.
I know he only watches the Wiggles. I feel like.
Oh. Great news for Sesame Street.
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
PBS.
You know, the lady who preceded you, she had a dream of me. I was wearing a dress or something. What are your thoughts of Regis?
I've often thought, like, I have a great big Irish family, and I've often thought that you would fit in well as, like, another tipsy uncle. Like,
Tipsy uncle?
I mean that in the best way.
Tipsy.
I mean it in the best way. That's a big, like, fun at a party.
Fun at a party,
Yeah.
yeah, that's me. Only where I'm wearing a dress
See?
and getting tipsy.
I agree with Leah.
All right, here's where we stand now. You're doing very well. You really are. You're going to go for $25,000. You're just 6 questions away from $1 million, Leanne. So, and you look relaxed. Yeah, I think you're strong.
That's
Shall we go
smoke and
through it?
mirrors. I'm
All right.
terrified.
So you're ready? Let's play Millionaire right now. 30 seconds, $25,000 at stake. Here it is. What group of birds is called a venue when the group walks on the ground and a kettle when the group circles in the air? Would they be pigeons, owls, vultures, or blue jays?
I have no idea. I would like to ask the expert.
Ask the expert.
Yes.
Jody Picoult is standing by and ready for your question. Jody.
Hi.
We're back again with Leanne, and
Great.
She has a question for you. You can take a look at it. We're going to spit it out there for you and show you the question and the 4 possible answers. Here it comes.
Well, nothing is jumping out, Leanne. I don't think it's owls, and I don't think it's vultures.
Why not?
And I don't. You know, I'm trying to remember what. But you always think of what is it? A murder of ravens. That's what you always hear about. I don't know. I feel like vultures has a different term, and so do owls. Not that I know them, but. Let's see, a kettle when the group circles in the air. Gosh. I honestly can't tell you. I can make an educated guess, and I don't know why pigeons is jumping out at me, but I'll tell you, Leanne, I'm not going to do you any good on this one because I don't know the answer.
Right.
I'm really sorry.
Well, thanks for trying.
Yeah, I don't think it's vultures if that helps you any.
Jody, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, Not much information, but she doesn't think it's vultures. And you're going to have 17 seconds now. You've got double dip. I'll phone a friend.
I'll try the double dip.
All right, let's take a look at the double dip. Now, here's how it goes. You've got 11 seconds. You've got to give me your first answer now, and then we go on to your second answer. Please give me your first answer.
A, pigeons. Final answer.
No, that's wrong. So now you've got about 11 seconds, 10 seconds to think this one over. 8 seconds.
I'll try D, Blue Jays. Final answer.
D, Blue Jays. Wrong again. The answer is vultures. Oh, boy. $1,000. I'm sorry. Good luck, Jody. Thanks, son. Go back there. Well, yeah, you know, vultures are known for circling in the air in a kettle. It's a shame. I mean, I'm dying to give away ABC's money, but we can't do it tonight. But we still have 9 contestants ready to play the next fastest finger question, so here it is. Put these notable reality TV families in order by the number of children in each family, starting with the fewest. The Gottis, the Hogans, the Duggars, the Goslings. All right, let's see the answer now in the correct order, starting with the fewest. And it was the Hogans, and then came the Gottis, and then the Goslings, and then the Duggars. So let's see who got it right now and in the fastest time. And the winner is Jennifer Kiesel. Jennifer, how you doing? You're the girl. You're going to sit right there when we come back, and you're going to play for $1 million. We'll be right back in a moment. Jennifer Kiesel from Aurora, Colorado. And she is the first police dispatcher, I believe, we've had on the show. So it must be, you know, with all the calls you get and the stress you're under answering those calls, this must seem like a cold seat, not a hot seat.
Still pretty nervous right now, though.
Well, tell me about your calls. Now, late at night, do they get a little crazy?
Get some crazy calls. We get some weird ones. A lot of.
Tell me weird. Tell me crazy.
I've gotten calls from people staying in hotels before. They thought they were dialing out of the hotel and they were trying to order a pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they don't believe that I'm not a pizza place.
Then they argue with you. Come on, I said pizza. Can't win those arguments. Well, we're glad you're here. You know about the rules, and you're just 15 questions away from winning the $1 million. So are you ready?
Yes.
Then let's play. Okay, Jennifer, let's go. Let's play Millionaire. $100, Jennifer. 15 seconds on the clock. $100. In the 1860s, a group of Virginia inhabitants split from the state to create a new U.S. state, today known as what? East Virginia, West Virginia, South Virginia, NASCAR Junction.
Have to go with B, West Virginia. Final answer?
Final answer is right, West Virginia. $200. By definition, a landlocked country does not border which of the following? Forest, ocean, mountain, desert.
B, ocean. Final answer?
Yes, ocean is the right answer. Here comes the $300 question. Every year, what drugstore brand holds a nationwide competition called the Rotten Sneaker Contest? Chapstick, NyQuil, Odor Eaters, Head and Shoulders.
B, C, odor eaters. Final answer?
No doubt about it, the Odor Eaters. 500. Which of these guitar parts shares its name with a verb meaning to worry? Fret, ridge, sound hole, neck.
B, A, fret. Final answer?
Got that right, too. Just like that, she's up to 1,000, and here it comes. Yo Capiche is the title of a humor book that bills itself as a guide to understanding what demographic? Irish Americans, Asian Americans, Italian Americans, African Americans.
C, Italian Americans, final answer.
Yeah, Yo Capiche is right. Hey, come on, Yo Capiche. Okay, when we come back, she's going for $2,000. Be right back. Jennifer Kiesel from Aurora, Colorado. Okay, so hey, you're doing okay here. You're going for $2,000, and you still have all your lifelines. So you now have earned the right to ask the expert, okay? Jody Picoult. So let's go. Let's play again, all right? Here we go for Millionaire. One more time. For $2,000 with 30 seconds on the clock, the U.S. Department of Agriculture requires labels with the term yam to be accompanied by what other food name? Is it radish, sweet potato, bell pepper, or beet?
B, sweet potato, final answer.
Sweet potato, final answer. Got it! She's up to $4,000 now. 19th century Russian businessman Pyotr Smirnov is the subject of a 2009 biography titled The King of What? Ballet, chemistry, rifles, or vodka?
D, vodka, final answer.
Good for you, you got it right. 4,000. Here comes the $8,000 question. A popular alternative to Equal or Sweet and Low, Splenda is a sugar substitute that comes in what color packets? Yellow, pink, blue, or green? I guess you got to think of all the colors here.
I'm gonna use a lifeline.
Oh, you want to use a lifeline? Okay, we'll stop the clock right now.
Ask the audience.
You want to ask the audience with 8 seconds left? All right, audience, here we go. On your keypads, vote now. Well, the audience said 86% said yellow. And they're actually giving themselves a hand. But you've got 8 seconds. We're starting it up, and please give us your final answer.
All right, A, yellow, final answer.
Yellow, the final answer, yes! Thank you, audience. Good job. Jennifer Kiesel has won $8,000. Jennifer, this is it for tonight, but I want you to come back tomorrow night, okay? And continue. You'll be going for $16,000. Patricia Heaton coming up next. One question for $50,000 as the return of Primetime Millionaire continues.
Okay. When did this happen? Mike, look at this. Look at this. I haven't had my driver's license picture taken in 7 years. Okay, Here's the old one. Look at this. What happened to me?
Well, back then you're all young and shiny and wondering what your life's going to be. And now, well, now you know.
Please welcome the star of the new ABC hit, Patricia Heaton. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. So the
Okay,
middle.
I am so nervous.
Well, don't be.
First of all, there were so many instructions just on how to walk out here, get into the chair, and turn it facing you.
They drive you crazy, don't they?
Yeah.
Like you don't know how to walk
I was just
and get
going to come
into a
and sit
chair.
on your lap. I was so insecure
Well.
about it.
Well, it didn't take you long to find another series.
Well,
The
it doesn't
middle.
take you long to get another. You do every show on
Well,
ABC.
every 10 years I'm here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But
Tell me about the middle. What does the middle
It's
mean?
long overdue to have a show about people who live in the middle of America, which is where I come from.
Sure.
This, our family's based in Carson, Indiana. 3 kids, and it's just about the trials and tribulations of middle Americans.
Are they any different than what we have on both coasts?
Yeah, they're nicer, smarter.
Whatever you do,
It's where I'm from, right? Yeah.
don't ask the audience for a vote, please. No, it's always great to see you, Patricia. And what else is going on?
What else is going on? I was
Right.
just in Sierra Leone in March with my 15-year-old son doing a medical clinic there. So part of the money, if I win, goes to that, half goes to that, and half goes to the Westside Pregnancy Clinic for pregnant women who need support.
Great. Well, that Sierra Leone must have been some experience, huh?
Sierra Leone, they don't really have electricity yet for everywhere. They don't have clean running water. They don't have houses, schools, hospitals. There's only 77 doctors in the whole country.
Wow.
So they really need a lot of help. So hopefully you're going to give me a really easy question, Reed. Because if you don't,
What's going to happen to me?
there's going to be some Sierra Leoneans knocking at your door.
No, please. Don't do that. I don't know what the question is, but look, here's the way it's going to work.
Okay, tell
We're
me.
going to ask you one question.
You know I went to Ohio State, right? I don't know that much.
You're a graduate.
Ohio State's a very good school. I just didn't spend enough time in the classroom.
There you
That's the
go.
problem.
There you
Okay, go ahead.
But look, you get one question.
Yes.
And if you can answer it correctly, we'll give you $50,000 to split between your 2 charities.
Okay.
And if you don't get it right,
Yeah.
you can still leave with $25,000.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get to choose one of the 4 lifelines. Phone a friend, ask the audience, double dip, or you can ask our expert. So if you've got all that,
Okay.
let's play Millionaire with Patricia Heaton. Here it is. Patricia, if €1 is worth $1.50. Patricia, please stay with me. €5 is worth what?
I am so bad at math.
No, but wait a minute. You got to
And
shut.
when I get nervous.
No. But Patricia, Ohio State.
That's what I'm telling you. Exactly my point.
Stay with us.
Okay.
Okay, so €5 will be worth how much at $1.50 a piece, okay?
I can't do the math.
Would it be 30 quarters?
No. Wow.
Would it be 50 dimes? Would it be 70 nickels or would it be 90 pennies? So, Patricia, just think
I
about
put everything on credit cards, Regis. I have no idea what this is.
But 30 quarters would give you how much?
I don't know. I have no idea. My kids, once they got past 2nd grade, I could not help them at all with their math, at all.
Okay, then we got a problem.
I have got to.
Let's cut right to the chase. What lifeline would you like?
I need to call my husband, who's European.
Oh, he is?
Yes, he's my lifeline.
He's
my
right down our alley here.
Yes.
What's his name?
David Hunt.
David Hunt. All right. AT&T, please. David Hunt on the line immediately.
There's people starving in Sierra Leone, Reach.
We know
what
that.
What are you doing to me?
We want to help them.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Hi, Patty. Hi, Regis.
Hi, David. How are you doing tonight?
I'm actually nervous, now.
Well, she's depending on you, believe me. We've got a question here that she just will not answer. And
okay.
But she feels you can help a lot.
Okay.
Now, she's going for $50,000 if you get the right answer, okay?
All righty.
All right, so now you're going to have 30 seconds, and your time starts now.
If €1 is worth $1.50, €5 is worth what? A, 30 quarters, B, 50 dimes, C, 70 nickels, or D, 90 pennies?
Sorry, just run through those again. You cut up everything.
If €1 is worth $1.50, €5 is worth 30 quarters, 50 dimes, 70 nickels, or 90 pennies? I'll throw in the other 25,000.
Look.
As
let's say.
As long as I don't have to tell you how many nickels it is and.
No, but look, the reality is that you have not given up and you haven't lost
I
yet.
haven't. We got a beautiful 25,000.
No, sweetheart, we can get 50,000, but you've got to just think about this.
Oh, I can still answer it?
Yes.
Oh!
You didn't say.
I thought we were done. Oh, no!
You don't lose till you say final answer if you have the wrong.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, hold on. I'm so nervous
Just
that
say
I
it.
can't
Say it right now,
multiply.
out
I can't. I got to multiply it first in my head. So a euro's worth $1.50, so 5 euros. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. 5 times 5, 6, 7. That means 750. So not 50 dimes, it's not 90 pennies. I don't know.
Yeah, no, wait a minute. You know this. 50 dimes is how much?
50 cents. 50 dimes?
50 dimes.
Oh, it's $5.
There you go. 90 pennies. How many pennies make $1?
Okay, so 100.
All right. 70 nickels.
This is the worst question you could have asked me.
70 nickels. How many nickels in $1?
So 7 times 5, that's $3.50.
That leaves 30 quarters. How many quarters in $1?
All right, I'll give you my answer. All right, my answer is a 30 quarter.
Final answer? Final answer. Yes! Wow. $50,000 to Patricia Heaton. There you go. Great way to end this show. Thank you, Patricia.